Hope everyone had a blessed day. What's going on? We okay? This is phenomenal for the university. This is phenomenal for the young men. Usually in camp, everybody hit a little lull, and you try to catch them before they hit that, so they can bring some excitement, so they can push through just the whole monotonous of the same old routine. And that's what this was about today. I think they did a phenomenal job. I'm proud of them. No injuries, thank God. No injuries. Travis is good. We just wanted to give him some rest. He's great, and he can't wait to see the sellout crowd in our first game. Let's go.
Tyler, go ahead. Did you see the energy you wanted to see? Obviously, you said last year.
Yeah, somewhat. I mean, we could always do better. I'm never going to be 100% satisfied. I'm a former football player, not just a coach, so you're never going to be 100% satisfied, but I'm happy with what we got accomplished today. You got to understand, I handicapped the offense. I'm sorry for using that terminology, but I made sure the offense, we didn't show no signals. We cut down the playbook tremendously. We didn't give them a really quick game. So we did some things that we didn't want to show too much of our hand. And I think we did a phenomenal job at that, not showing anything.
Adam, go ahead.
With less than 2 weeks until the opener, what do you still need to get accomplished to get ready for that game?
We just want to make sure we're conditioned properly, that we could go 100% the entire game. The best thing about this season is a tremendous amount of depth on the offensive line, on the defensive line. You got several guys that can possibly start. That is horrible. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Head coach Deion Sanders from the Buffalo. Thank you.
Everybody.
We are glad you're with us tonight, all in support of the University of Colorado Buffaloes. Please get home safely and have a wonderful weekend.
Everybody deserves their moment, okay? You got to give everybody their moment. He's been ready for this all week, so let him have his moment. God bless you, man. We love you.
Ryan, go ahead.
Coach, Tajay McCoy looked like he was really showing out there.
Yeah, Tajay
Tajay
got something on his mind. He has several guys that he's competing with to get on the field and get ample playing time. Tajay is you talking about a freshman that played a little last year. This is really his freshman year, redshirt freshman. We're expecting some wonderful things from him. His motor is unbelievable. Never gets in trouble. Great GPA, great kid. Gonna do what you ask him to do. Yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am type of young man, and I love him. I'm proud of him.
Over here to Taylor.
Coach, what are those standouts that you saw on offense today then in your eyes?
I love you too. I think we have a plethora of receivers that can really get the job done. You're not seeing much because we're not doing some of our route combinations and not putting in some of the packages that we would normally put in and giving Shador the usage of the whole field and some things that he wanted to do. So he got a little frustrated because he wanted to do a few more things, but we can't. We can't do that out here in front of the whole country. But the running back, the running back, we can run the heck out of the ball. I think we have ample running backs that can get the job done. We're trying to wait to progress the freshmen to make sure they can play up under the lights with a sold-out crowd and a packed house and everybody chant. You know, they hadn't played in that atmosphere, and we're trying to make sure. But we got some guys with some years of experience under their belt that can do a wonderful job, and that's what we expect from them.
A little more, Jack. Go ahead.
Just playing at a high school field today, does it kind of bring you back to your high school days a little bit?
Not whatsoever. We had grass field, and I think we had one side of the bleachers that was nothing like this. And this probably was the biggest crowd I would have ever played in high school. This probably was a state championship type of game, and I never made it that far. But I'm glad we got to come deep in the community. I had to use the bathroom, so I wanted to go find an ample bathroom around. I wasn't definitely going to use the porta potties. And we pull up to a police station. And I would just walk in the police station, use the bathroom, and walk out. They didn't even notice me. Thank God. But it's a police station right around the corner. You know that, right? I went there today.
Do you expect Coach Shermer and Coach Livingston to both be up in the box this year coaching?
No, neither's going to be in the box.
Okay.
Neither.
Is that a change from Coach Shermer last year after he took over play calling duties?
Well, he wanted to see the game from a different perspective. And that's what he wanted to do. He really wants to be down there hands-on and work hand-in-hand with Shador because they see a lot of things jointly. And Brett is doing a wonderful job up top. Coach Pollock is doing a wonderful job up top. So we got what we want, and he's going to be on the field doing what he's blessed to do. God, we got some good guys. I mean, they're good character guys. The kids love them. Schematically, they're second to none. I feel like I can't wait to see I already know what they've come up with for the first game. I can't wait till you see it.
Last one, go ahead, Brian.
Coach, just want to ask you, at what point do you solidify that depth chart to where you guys can be ready for game week and know where guys
Probably
are?
right before kickoff.
Okay.
That's the truth. Right before kickoff. It's too many things happen. You know, somebody may sustain an injury in practice. Somebody may not give the effort that you desire. That's why you do little things like that, but you want to keep them safe. So you can see, put them in turbulent situations. Like a few days ago at practice, I stopped everything in the middle of the practice and we did gassers. I wanted to fatigue them, to see who would retain information, who would fight through the exhaustion. So we do things like that just to see what we got. You got to put people in pressurized situations to see what you're going to come up with. Let's do a couple more.
Does that also,
I'm feeling good.
real quick, does that also ensure that they stay competitive up to game day, that nobody sits back?
I don't know how you won't be competitive up to game day when most of these guys getting a check. That don't make sense to me.
Coach, you get away from Boulder for a little bit.
I love Boulder. I don't want to get away from Boulder. I love Boulder. I just want to change the atmosphere, come over to Denver. The fan base is phenomenal everywhere around the country, but we just wanted to come over and show some love because we got a tremendous amount of love and appreciation and respect from this part of the city as well.
You come down the hill, what do you think about this environment?
What do you mean come down the hill?
Come down the hill from Boulder.
I have no idea what coming down the hill means. I was in the back. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I was in the back seat of the car. I don't know what hill that came down. I was asleep all the way here. But
You venture out. There are new Buffs fans. What did you think?
yeah, we got Buff fans everywhere. Going through airports, the whole off season, we got Buff fans everywhere. I'm thankful for Buff Nation and what how wonderful they are to us. I'm really joyous and joyful to the way we are represented.
Jay, go ahead.
Coach Prime, you kind of moved the offensive line around. Tyler's working at right tackle. What
Yeah.
have you seen from him so far there?
Stability, physicality. He could play anywhere. He could even play center. You just never know what may transpire within the confines of a game. So we're going to move guys around just in case this happens, this happens, this happens. We do just in case periods all the time. If this guy goes down, who's going in? If this guy goes down, who's going in? We do that all the time. So that's just an extension of just being totally prepared.
Speaking of Tyler, how cool is it to see him back on the field after last year?
Oh my God, great. He's one of my favorites. He is truly one of my favorites. And I think he's going to be featured in the documentary this year as well. So people could really get to know a lot more about him because he's a very interesting young man, which I adore.
Coach?
Yes. Yes, go.
So we saw a lot of Charlie Offerdahl today.
Yeah.
What are you seeing out of Charlie so far?
It's consistency, the same thing I've been seeing out of Charlie since I arrived on his campus. Charlie's a pillar of consistency, commitment to excellence on the field as well as off the field. He's not going to blow on assignments. He's not going to miss blocks. Charlie's going to do his job. So I feel good with Charlie. I feel good with Hayden. I feel good with all these guys, man. I think we got several backs that can get the job done, whichever one's number is called.
You also rebuilt the defensive line on top
Yeah.
of the offensive line. Obviously, stopping the run a big priority.
It's priority.
How do you feel that group is coming along? There's a lot of new faces
Feel
there.
pretty darn good. Coates and Chidozie are doing a wonderful job up front. We got several pass rushers, I apologize, on the outside that can get the job done, man. You can see it's going to be a problem. Throwing the football against us is going to be a problem. You can see the secondary is upgraded as well. The back end, the safeties are physical as ever. Shallow's doing his thing. Cam is doing his thing. Trevor's doing a wonderful job inside. Bentley is doing a wonderful job as well as JB and so forth. Depth is a key ingredient that we have. Is the guy here from CBS?
No, sir.
Who's here from CBS?
Romeo was
God bless you. Tell him he know. I know. Yeah, but I want everybody to know we're good. We was good then, but they seemed like we wasn't good. We're good. I love him and I appreciate him. Tell him I'll do a sit down one-on-one with him. We're good. We're good now. Yeah, we've been good, but we're really good now.
Coach,
Yeah.
Mike Camille at Denver Public Schools. Can you just say a little bit about the partnership with Denver?
Wonderful. I love it. I wish we could do more. I wish I had the time to get out and do more. I wish our players had the time to get out and do more with the Denver Public Schools. I'm a product of public school education, and it worked pretty darn good for me, and I'm happy about it. But I wish we could get out a little more and do a little more for the Denver Public Schools. But we're going to take care of Boulder Public Schools first. Okay, then we're going to ease on down the road.
Coach, I know you were frustrated with the lack of touchbacks last year.
Yeah.
Is that better? Are you seeing more consistency?
Well, you don't know that until the game starts. Everybody can kick the darn ball out the end zone when there ain't no pressure. So we got to see what happens. I like what I'm seeing. Jason's doing a phenomenal job, and Mata's automatic. We got several guys fighting for that job. You just got a chance to see two of them at the conclusion of practice, but we got some kickers with some powerful legs. A couple more guys and ladies as well.
Preston Hodge seems like he's had a really
He's a
good
dog.
camp so far.
He's
I mean,
a dog.
Seems like an NFL guy. Yeah.
Preston Hodge is. I just really sat in my office today and thought about the potential NFL guys. I think we're looking at seven, 8 guys on defense that'll probably be pros at the conclusion of the season. And that's not putting none on it. That's not lying. That's. I talk to the scouts every day. I think a few of them are there to meet me today. Oh my God, is that my dog? It is. I know those guys. Awesome. Yeah, 7, 8 guys I feel like is going to get drafted.
I assume BJ Green's one of those guys.
Yeah, definitely.
How nice has it been to kind of just plug him into the defensive?
BJ's is more than a plug-in. BJ is a attitude. He's a force to be reckoned with. He's going to be a problem. He really is. That's one.
The Hood brothers.
Hood brothers are doing great. Offensively as well as defensively, they're doing great. They really are. Happy, elated. Anything else? Appreciate you. God bless you. Love you. Take care.